The race for former Prime Minister Scott Morrison's electorate of Cook is heating up. The Liberals preparing to pre-select their candidate ahead of the by-election. New South Wales political reporter Julia Bradley is in the South Sydney electorate. Julia, what are we expecting tonight?
Well, Tom, the stage is quite literally being set at the moment for this event, which is where the Liberal Party will be deciding which candidate they'll pre-select for this electorate of Cook. Now, this is a high-profile seat because, as we know, it was vacated by former Prime Minister Scott Morrison. He held the electorate from 2007 up until last week, which is when he officially resigned from Parliament. Now, while this will be an interesting by-election, it's not going to be anything like what we saw in Dunkley, and that's because Cook is a seat which the Liberal Party should be confident of holding on to. It's considered a Conservative stronghold. It's held on a margin of more than 12%. Now, a spokesperson for the Liberal Party has told me this will be a 4-horse race. So the front runner at the moment, Simon Kennedy, he's a businessman. Now, he previously ran for the electorate of Bennelong unsuccessfully, and he's now trying his hand at Cook. He's spoken about how he has experience as an economic advisor, having advised both presidents and prime ministers, including US presidents, I'm told. Now, he is from the party's right faction. Another main contender is Carmelo Pesce. Now, he is the local mayor for the area, and out speaking with people here today, he does have a fair bit of support. Another key candidate, Gwen Chern. She's a veteran family advocate. She lost her partner back in 2017. He was a veteran to suicide. So since then, she's been really active in this space, spreading awareness. Here's what people in the electorate of Cook had to tell us.
Carmelo, of course.
And why is that?
He's a local, grew up in the area, supports local business, and he's a small business owner like myself.
I care about most of the cost of living, and we need to change that for everybody in this country. It's just becoming very, very hard for people.
I think what Carmelo has done for this area has improved the look and feel of it. I think, I certainly think that the area's been lifted, and I think that he genuinely cares about the people.
The Prime Minister suggesting this is an opportunity for the Liberals to select a female candidate.
Well, we haven't made a final decision on that. Cook is not a seat that it would be expected that we would win, but we'll wait and see. I noticed the Liberal Party have the opportunity to finally select a woman candidate today for Cook, but we'll wait and see whether they actually do or whether it's yet another bloke sitting behind Peter Dutton just saying no to everything.
And Julia, controversy has surrounded some of the candidates.
Well, firstly, Tom, Simon Kennedy, he doesn't actually live in this electorate. I'm told he lives as far away as Maroubra, so that could work against him, but party sources telling me that that shouldn't be too much of a thing, given that there's a precedent in people doing that, including with Scott Morrison when he first was pre-selected for this electorate. Carmelo Pesce, on the other hand, there's been a fair few stories about him and possible conflicts of interest in the past as mayor of this area, but he's denied any wrongdoing. It's interesting to see who is backing these candidates. So Simon Kennedy, you've got former Prime Minister Tony Abbott, as well as Shadow Treasurer Angus Taylor backing that candidate. Gwen Chern, though, has received endorsement from former Prime Minister John Howard over the weekend. So the event tonight kicks off at 7. It'll be interesting to see how it goes.